Welcome back to Baseline Full Court Press, the podcast where women's basketball gets the spotlight, the smoke, and the respect. I'm your host, Patience, and I know it's been a long time. This is my first episode back, and I didn't want it to be very heavy. I just wanted it to be very light, fun. So today I wanted to talk about what's really been catching my eye in women's basketball lately. The WNBA draft is coming up. Unrivaled is set to start January 5th, which is tomorrow for me. So hopefully this video gets out before then. And also, Connecticut Suns going to Houston? The WNBA draft is already very intriguing, and a lot of people aren't talking about it, but they should be. For starters, the WNBA draft is already very intriguing because this is not a locked draft. There is no locked number one pick. And I know a lot of people, including myself, want Azzi Fudd to go number one, and we think that will most likely happen. But I want to put you up on game. Go ahead and research Our Fam. She is a 19-year-old 6'4" post from France. And it looks like her and Azzi Fudd might be neck and neck for the number one spot. And this is a prime example of international players forcing the world to rethink the unanimous number one pick. Obviously, I'm very excited about Azzi Fudd being in this WNBA draft because number one, she is a complete all-around player. She's not just a three-point shooter, although she is shooting about 50% from the three, which is insane to say the least. She's an efficient player, she's smart, and she's calm. Major thing that really intrigues me about Azzi Fudd is that she came back from a major injury. And normally that injury would derail the player and they would be slow to come back. But Azzi Fudd came back better than freaking ever. Better than ever. I kid you not. It's like they put a bionic leg on her. And that is why teams are interested. You don't find a lot of players that can come back from major injuries just as good as she did. So Azzi Fudd going number one isn't hype. It could actually happen. If you didn't know, the Dallas Wings have the number one draft pick for the second year in a row. And why is that exciting? What does that mean? Because if Azzi Fudd goes number one, do you know who's also on the Dallas Wings? Paige freaking Beckers. And they both went to UConn together. They are a backcourt phenomenal duo. And I would pay top dollar to see Paige Beckers and Azzi Fudd in the backcourt again as teammates. You just can't top that. And just think about the potential marketing impact if Azzi Fudd does go to the Dallas Wings. The marketing would be top tier amazing. They will really capitalize off of that, especially because it's Paige Beckers and Azzi Fudd. Now, there are a number of draftees that I'm keeping my eye on, but for starters, let's go with Lauren Betts. She's from UCLA, Olivia Miles from TCU, and Flau'jae Johnson from LSU. And I also have a wild card player, which is Janiah Baker from Tennessee. And that's just to name a few. The WNBA draft is not until April, and there's so much more to come. Now let's jump right into Unrivaled. I love Unrivaled because it gives you the grit and the behind the scenes that you don't ever really get from the WNBA. Unrivaled is so raw and dog driven. You have to be a dog to be on Unrivaled. You're getting the best of the best matchups. People who are on the same team in the WNBA playing against each other. You're getting your top fave WNBA players going head to head or on the same team, causing extreme chaos. It's also full of younger players, so that is phenomenal for the fan engagement, phenomenal for the fans because we want to see what the youngins have. We want to see what they're working with. When it's 5-on-5, you don't get to really see how deep their bag is. But in 3v3, oh baby, either you have it or you don't. Can't hide behind anything in 3v3. It is completely exposed and it reminds me of like ultimate street ball because everybody is just pulling out all the stops. Like Chelsea Gray with her handles behind the back, behind the head passes. Dominique Malunga. I can't wait to see her dunk. I'm trying to see her dunk on everybody's head. And I mean it. Like, I'm so excited for that. But all in all, I can't wait for Unrivaled to start and see what everybody has been putting in their Birkin bag this season. I think I've picked out my team for Unrivaled this season. Let me think before I say it. It's the Breeze, guys. It's the Breeze all day long. I wanted to go for the Hive because I'm a Beyonce fan, but I'm just like, Breeze is just calling my name. I'm breezing in the wind, you know? They have Paige Beckers, Dominique Malunga, Cameron Brink, Aria McDonald, Kate freaking Martin, and Rakia freaking Jackson. Right. Right. And so now you see why they're my favorite team, nonetheless. Okay. I feel like this team is going to be super fun to watch. So much versatility, so much depth on that team to begin with. Unrivaled is just one of those things that you really get to see a player develop, see who they are as a player and a person. And the last thing that I want to talk about today is the possibility of Houston getting another WNBA team. The Connecticut Sun is in talks with Houston right now to see if they have the funds to wrap it all up, okay? And as a Houstonian born and bred, I'm so freaking excited. And I feel like Houston should be one of the first cities to receive a WNBA team. I don't know if you know it or not, but we used to have the Houston Comets, and that was a very established championship team. Houston is a major city, a major fan base. Houston doesn't need convincing that a WNBA team is good for them. We already know that. And we want that. Getting a WNBA team in Houston feels overdue completely. It just feels like the right time, and I think Houston is the right place. All I'm gonna say is if Houston gets a WNBA team, I am there from day one. Maybe day -1 if I can, you know? That's how excited I am. That's how much I want Houston to get a WNBA team. Well, guys, that was the end of the podcast today. And that felt like a very good way to ease back into the podcast. I hope you guys really do appreciate this episode. And there is more to come from college basketball to overseas. Just wait, and Baseline is back. Did y'all miss me or?